Hello everyone, welcome back to Brain Power classes. Today we are starting the very first chapter of economics, class 11, basic concepts in economics. So now many students think economics means only money, business or banking. But in actually economics is the science of behavior, choices, want and resources. So, in this chapter, we are going to understand the meaning of economics, definition given by famous economist, micro and macroeconomics, the two branches of economics, wants and their characteristics, utility, value, and wealth, income concepts, factors of production, national income, economic growth, and economic development. And trust me, after this video, your concepts will become crystal clear. So keep your notebook ready and let's begin with the chapter. So first of all, see the introduction here. So first of all, introduction. Today's world is marked by scientific inventions and discoveries. This remarkable scientific progress enables to probe into the question, what is science? So science is the systematic body of knowledge, and there are two types of sciences, that is social sciences and natural sciences. So first, understand one thing, one important thing. Economic is social science. Science means a systematic body of knowledge, and there are mainly two main type of sciences as discussed now, that is natural sciences and social sciences. So natural science studies nature and physical things like physics, chemistry, biology, but social science studies human behavior and society. Human behavior and society. So here also it is mentioned that psychology is related to mental aspects of human behavior. Social science is called abstract behavioral science because it is related to the study of some of the aspects of human behavior. So economics comes under social science because it studies human wants, human choices, production, consumption, income, wealth, and use of resources. So economics is directly connected with our daily life. Now, let's see the meaning of economics. So, see, the word, the word economics comes from the Greek word oikonomia. You can see here, oikonomia. Oikos means household. Nomos means management. It is the management. So, economics generally, originally meant management of household. But today, economics studies how humans use limited resources to satisfy unlimited wants. So next we have Kautilya's views on economics. So he says Arth means wealth and Shastra means science. It is the Arthashastra. It is wealth of science or wealth science. So he says essentially Arthashastra is a treatise on political economy in its broadest sense. From his point of view, uh, he said that long before modern economists, India already had economic thinkers, and one of them, Kautilya, also known as the Chanakya, wrote Arthashastra. And as we discussed now, Arth means wealth and Shastra means science. So Arthashastra means science of wealth management. So now see here are key points. So Kautilya, according to Kautilya, government plays an important role. Government plays an important role, and wealth should be properly managed. Administration should be efficient. Economic stability is necessary for a strong nation. These were the key points of Kautilya's views. Even today, many economic policies indirectly follow these ideas. Now let's see the definitions of economics. So different economists defined different economists defined economics differently because each focused on a different aspect. So first of all, let's see Adam Smith's wealth-oriented definition of economist. So Adam Smith is called the father of economics. Adam Smith is called the father of economics. He defined economics as the science of wealth. You can see here, Adam Smith defines economics as a science of wealth, and this is the simple and easy to remember definition. So go with this only, so you can remember properly and you can write it correctly in exams. So this definition is small and easy to remember. So go with this. So now, what does this mean? Adam Smith believed the main purpose of economics is the creation of wealth. So, according to him, production increases wealth, division of labor increases efficiency, and free market improves economic growth. So, we will understand by taking one example. So for example, if factories produce more goods, trade increases and wealth of the country rises. But this definition had one problem. It focused only on wealth and ignored the human welfare. Now we have next definition, next economist, that is Professor Alfred Marshall. Marshall's welfare-oriented definition of economics. So Alfred Marshall improved this idea, and he said economics is a study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. He's a neoclassical economist, and Professor Alfred Marshall has given the welfare-oriented definition of economics in the book entitled Principles of Economics and published in 1890. And you can see he wrote definition. Economics is a study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It examines the part of individual and social action which is closely connected with the attainment and use of material requisites of well-being. So now Marshall shifted focus from wealth to the human welfare, and now, as we discussed, according to him, economics studies how people earn income and use it for well-being. And for example, see, money is important, but human happiness and welfare are more important. So he focuses on welfare, human welfare, well-being. Human well-being. So economics should improve living standards, health, education, and comfort of the people. So next economist we have Lionel Robbins. Lionel Robbins, scarcity-oriented definition of economics. His definition is more popular definition of economics. So he also wrote a book, an essay on the nature and significance of economics, published in 1932. So then came Lionel Robbins, and his definition is one of the most important definitions in economics. He said, economics is a science which studies human behavior as a relationship between unlimited wants and limited means having alternative uses. Now understand this carefully, because this is the heart of economics, we can say. There are three main points. First is human wants are unlimited. No matter how much we have, we still want more and more. Resources are limited. Money, time, labor. Money, time, and labor. Everything is limited, but our wants, needs are unlimited. Resources have alternative uses. One resource can be used in different ways. For example, money can be used for buying food, mobile, recharge, clothes, traveling, etc. Since resources are limited, we must make choices, and this problem of choice is studied in economics. Now let's move. See, now we will be learning the branches of economics. In 1933, Sir Ragnar Frisch coined the terms microeconomics and macroeconomics. These terms are derived from the Greek word micros and macros respectively. So there are two major branches of economics, microeconomics and macroeconomics. So microeconomics. Microeconomics studies individual units like one consumer, one firm, one industry, one market. It deals with a single piece, or we can say a few part, or 1% part of the small part of the economy. For example, we can say price of a mobile phone, income of a shopkeeper, and the profit of the company. All these are microeconomic concepts, or we can say these all are studied in microeconomics. And you can see here basic concepts of microeconomic studies that now we discussed. The want characteristics. Wants are unlimited, wants are recurring in nature, wants differ with age, wants differ with gender, wants differ with differs due to preferences, wants differ with seasons, want differ due to culture. And classification of wants, you can see here. We will discuss this later. First, we will go with the branches of economics. So microeconomics that deals with the single consumer, and macroeconomics, you can see here. See macroeconomics here. Macroeconomics means macro means large. So macroeconomics studies the economy as a whole, and it studies national income, inflation, unemployment, economic growth, balance of payments. It deals with the aggregate economy. So for example, if inflation rises in India, that is macroeconomics, because it's inflation is a broad concept and it is studied under macroeconomics. Now let's see the basic concepts. Basic concepts of microeconomics. So see, want. First is the want. Want means a feeling of lack of satisfaction. And you can see it is here given that it is difficult to define want in few words. In common language, want can be referred to as need. In economics, want denotes a feeling of lack of satisfaction. As we discussed now, want means a feeling of lack of satisfaction. Human wants are unlimited. Why? Because population increases, inventions increases, lifestyle changes, so wants also increases. Now let's understand the characteristics of wants. First of all, see, wants are unlimited. One want ends, another begins. It is never ending. Example, after buying a mobile, you want earbuds, then smartphone, smartwatch, then laptop, and many things, etc. Next, we have wants are recurring in nature. Some wants repeat regularly. For example, food, water, electricity. Wants differ with age. Children, adults, and old people have different wants. Wants differ with gender. Men and women may prefer different products for their use. Wants differ due to preferences. Personal likes and dislikes matter. For example, some prefer tea and some prefer others prefer coffee. Next, we have wants differ with seasons. For example, as you can see in pic here, in summer we want cold drinks. Now here we have a clothes example is given, you can see, but we are taking another example. Wants differ with season. In summer we want cold drinks, and in winter we want warm clothes to stay warm and stay cool. Next, we have wants differ due to culture. Food habits, dressing styles, and traditions affects wants. So wants differ due to culture also. Now let's see classification of wants. Economic and non-economic wants. So economic want, these require money because we have to pay for that. These require money, and money, for example, buying food, clothes, or medicines, we have to pay for that. And non-economic, these can be satisfied without money, naturally found in environment, like for example, air, sunshine, etc. Next, we have individual wants and collective wants. Individual want means personal wants, example, buying shoes for self-use. And collective wants of society, group of peoples, example, roads, railways, hospitals, buses, trains, etc. Now, necessities, comforts, and luxuries. Necessities, these are basic needs for survival of a human. For example, food, shelter, clothing. Comforts, things making life easier. Examples we can take fan, washing machine, etc. Luxuries, things giving pleasure. These are status symbols like luxury car, AC, expensive watches, etc. Now, goods and services. Both are the popular terms. Goods are physical things satisfying wants. For example, book, pen, mobile, etc. And services. Services do not have a physical form. They don't have any tangible item. This is a service given to the person. So it includes teaching, banking, medical treatment, etc. Now, utility. Utility means the power of a commodity to satisfy human wants is known as utility. Many times definition of utility is asked in exams. I think there is a question also in exercise. Next we have, let's first understand what is utility. So see one example, water. Water has utility because it satisfies the thirst. Important. Utility does not mean usefulness only. Even harmful things may have utility if they satisfy wants, like consumptive goods like liquor, tobacco, etc. Now, value. Value has two approaches in economics, that value in use and value in exchange. So, value in use. This means usefulness of commodity. Example, water has very high value in use but low value in exchange. Now, value in exchange. This means purchasing power or price is low. Example, diamond has high value in exchange but low value in use. You can see here, example is given. And now see what a diamond paradox of values example is given. This you can see here some commodities have high value in use but low exchange value. Example, water, whereas some commodities have low value in use but high exchange value due to its scarcity. Example is diamond. Water is necessary for life, but it's cheap. Diamond is not necessary, but it is expensive because it is a status symbol. Now see, water is abundant, but diamond are scarce. They are very few. So scarcity affects the value of good. Now next we have wealth. Wealth means anything that has utility, scarcity, transferability, and externality. Now let's understand these first. What utility means, scarcity means, transferability, and externality. So see, utility, a commodity must have the capacity to satisfy human wants, that is furniture, refrigerator, etc. Scarcity, scarce good have high price. A commodity must be scarce in supply in relation to its demand if it is to be included in the term wealth. Example, all economic goods for which price is paid. Transferability, a commodity should be transferable from one person to person as well as place to place. It should be external. Now say externality. A good can be transferred only if it is external to human body. Example, bag, chair, etc. like luggage type. Now we can take for these examples like gold, land, vehicle. These all have these all are wealth types. So a thing becomes wealth only when it can satisfy wants and has exchange value for that good and service. Now next we have personal income. Earnings received by person from all sources called as personal income. It is the income earned by an individual from all sources. And next we have personal disposable income, that is PDI. Income left after paying taxes. This is actual spending money. Whatever we tax, rent, any loans we pay, and after that whatever income left, whatever money left, that is our PDI, that is personal disposable income. Next we have economic activity. Now see, economic activity. Economic activities are activities done for earning income. There are four main economic activities, that are production, distribution, exchange, and consumption. So first is production. You can see here production is a creation of utility. There are four factors of production, such as land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. For production, these four factors are necessary. So first is land. All natural resources are called land. Reward of land is rent. And labor, human efforts used in production for carrying goods, for working on machines, carrying all the activities. And for reward for labor is the wages. They get wages for working in the company, firm, or in the production process. Next, we have the capital. Capital is produced for means of further production. Man-made resources used for further production. Example: machines, tools, factories. And reward of the capital is the interest. They get the interest rate. Next, we have entrepreneur. Entrepreneur, the person who organizes all factors of production and takes the risk of the production, and he earns his entrepreneur reward is the profit. He gets the profit. Now, next we have distribution. It is the division of factor reward among different segments of the society. Factors of production claim their reward of rent, wages, interest, and profit through the process of distribution. Exchange, it is give and take between various units in the economy. Exchange refers to the sale and purchase of goods and services. In economics, we can say that exchange is necessarily a monetary transaction. Next, we have consumption. It is making use of goods and services to satisfy human wants. Now, we already seen macroeconomics with micro. Now we will be learning about Mead Bowling's definition of macroeconomics. So see, macroeconomics deals not with individual income, but the national income, but not with the individual income, but with the national income, and not with the individual prices, but the general prices. So it is where it deals with the whole economy. It is the aggregate study of the economy. Now, basic concepts of macroeconomics. First is national income. So see, national income. This reveals the total economic performance of a nation. It is referred to as the total income of a country. In economic sense, national income is the aggregate monetary value of all final goods and services. Next, we have definition of national income. Definition of national income committee. So see here, a national estimate measures the volume of commodities and services turned out during a given period without counted duplication. Given period counted without duplication. Saving, it is the part of income which is set aside to satisfy the future net. Whenever salary comes, we keep from salary we take out some money as a saving and we save it, and other remaining money we manage expenses from remaining money. Investment, that we do in machinery, in companies and trades, and it refers to the creation of capital assets to mobilization of savings. Example: machinery, equipment, etc. Now, next is trade cycle. That is all related to trades ups and downs. Trade cycles are fluctuations in businesses. They are ups and downs in the overall economic activities. Ups and downs means fluctuations caused by inflation and depression respectively. Inflation is continued rise in general price level, and depression is continuous fall in overall price and lowering down of economic activity in general. Inflation is normal goods or price rises. It makes goods and services expensive, and depression it overall fall in price of goods and services and economy. Next we have economic growth and development. Now see economic growth. Economic growth means increase in real national income over time, and it's quantitative, and examples include like increase in GDP. And economic development is the broader concept. It is qualitative qualitative nature. It includes economic growth, education, healthcare, living standard, employment, human welfare. So development means improvement in quality of life. Now let's see the difference between economic growth and economic development. Now see, economic growth focuses mainly on increase in income, but economic development focuses on overall welfare of the people. In economic growth is narrow and economic development is broad. Growth can happen without development, but development cannot happen without growth. So remember these points, learn in exercise also and in exam also. Many times question is asked on distinguish between economic growth and economic development. So students, today we completed the entire chapter, basic concepts in economics. Now your foundation of economics is strong, I hope so. If you understood the chapter properly, then like the video, share it with your friends and subscribe to Brain Power classes for more HSC economics videos. In the next video, we will start the chapter 2.